In March of 2013, Michelle Rhee, Eli Broad, Reed Hastings, and Michael Bloomberg were all aligned for a single purpose: to defeat Los Angeles School Board member Steve Zimmer.
I think you and I disagree on priorities.
I've never once been afraid to stand up and put children first.
In one of the most expensive school board elections ever, corporate education candidate Kate Anderson spent almost $2 million. This amounted to $63 for every vote she received.
Stay strong. Don't let them demoralize us.
As a former teacher and tireless advocate for public education, Steve Zimmer beat the Billionaire Boys Club by engaging with community, talking with teachers, parents, and students about what their schools really need, not what moneyed interests want.
We almost lost the dream and the ideals of public education.
Since being reelected, Steve Zimmer has spoken out against the anti-teacher Vergara tenure suit, pushed back against Superintendent Deasy's sweetheart iPad contract with Apple and Pearson, and advocated hiring more teachers to reduce class sizes.
Our children have names, they have stories, and if we are to fight the battle against corporatization and privatization, we must be the warriors of rehumanization of public education that is about our children, their families, our communities, and their stories. Brothers and sisters, I'm very proud to say I'm a teacher and I'm the president of the Board of Education of the Los Angeles Unified School District. It wasn't supposed to be this way. I got in a little bit of trouble. I said that teachers were the solution to the problem facing public education, not the problem facing public education. I said that value-added measures were corrupt and a distortion and made our kids, dehumanized our kids, and tried to pretend that somehow you could wrap up everything that's wonderful and beautiful about a child and measure it in a test score, and that was morally and ethically wrong. And then I raised this radical idea that public charter schools should serve every single child that comes to the schoolhouse door, or else they weren't public schools at all. And that got me in a lot of trouble. And I knew it was going to be a tough campaign, and I knew it wasn't going to be easy. But one morning I woke up, and it turned out that Mayor Mike Bloomberg had put in $1 million to take me out. And then Michelle Rhee put in $500,000. And then the Walton Foundation put in $500,000. And then Eli Broad put in $500,000. And I said, well, Mike Bloomberg is the mayor of New York, not Los Angeles. What's up with that? And so I called Mike Bloomberg. And he didn't take my call. But I spoke to, someone on his staff. I like staffers a lot. And I spoke to someone on his staff, and I said, listen, I just want to know what it is about how we're trying to transform education outcomes, how we're building community schools, what it is that is so awful about what we're doing that Mr. Bloomberg wants to put in $1 million to take us out. And the staffer said, well, he doesn't even know who you are. I said, what? I said, you don't understand. He put in $1 million to take me out, and you're telling me he doesn't even know who I am. He said, no, you don't understand. He doesn't care about you or anything that you've done. He doesn't even know who you are. He said, you don't understand. This isn't about you. This is about public sector unions. And in that moment, I said, this will not stand. In that moment, it crystallized in a way that it hadn't before, that this was not me, that this was we. But the problem was that no matter how much I talked about these issues that you hear in the video, I could not raise my voice against these millions and millions of dollars of corporate interest. But then UTLA got involved. Then the California Federation of Teachers got involved. Then Randy Weingarten and the American Federation of Teachers got involved. And then lo and behold, the classified workers got involved. The laborers got involved. The building trades got involved. The community got involved. The parents got involved. And the message, brothers and sisters, was very, very simply this: our school boards are not for sale. Our schools are not for sale. Our classrooms are not for sale. Our children are not for sale. And our democracy is most certainly not for sale. And together we won a resounding victory, and we've been able to win 4 out of 5 major victories since then. But much more important than that, we were finally able to come together through struggle and wrestling and conversation and dialogue. We were finally able to negotiate a contract that saw our classroom teachers as the true collaborators and partners with our district, and very importantly, gave them a 10% well overdue raise that every teacher in this nation should get. The folks who came after me, who came after us, are coming after every single one of you. They are coming after every school board in this country. They are coming after every city council in this country. Make no mistake about it. Because this agenda that they somehow say, is a kids' agenda, a kids versus adult dichotomy that somehow they've been allowed to draw, is moving forward with more money than any of us who are teachers could ever understand. But they are nothing against our voice. And I want you to understand that you can't say that you have a kids' agenda if your agenda is driven by profit. You cannot say that you have a kids' agenda if you see kids through their potential to score instead of through the full scope of their possibility and their humanity. You can't say that you have a kids' agenda if your goal is to privatize and corporatize the most important institution of democracy in our nation, our public schools. And so I want to say to you that we need to raise our voice with dignity, with pride, and with the full confidence that our voice is the children's voice. Our voice is the parents' voice. Our voice is the community voice. Our voice is a democratic voice. And these voices together can take back school boards, can take back city councils, can take back democracy for this nation. Thank you very much for raising your voice together with me. Our voice together will take back our public schools. Thank you, AFT.